everyone, Sarah here with my week 11 update following the ketogenic diet. Happy New Year, and apologies that this is a bit later than normal. Normally I post on a Monday for me, but just a little bit out of my routine since I'm back home and on holidays here in Australia. But yeah, things have been interesting this week. I've been experimenting with fasting. I think I mentioned it last video that I got the complete guide to fasting by Jason Fung and Jimmy Moore. And that was a really interesting read, and that I'm pretty convinced that fasting is a good thing to do every now and then. And this is my experiment into a longer term fast to just try and reset the damage I did the previous week, and especially to reset my cravings so that I'm not wanting to eat everything again, because that was a really good place to be where I felt in control, and that was a new sensation for me, and I really want that back, where I feel that I can actually get on top of my weight once and for all. So this is day 5 of what I originally planned to be a 5-day fast, but I'm feeling pretty good and thinking of extending it a little bit, particularly, if I'm honest, is because I joined a diet bet before Christmas from Lose It Like Lauren on YouTube, and that I really would like to meet that target. So because I've been a bit off track and stuff, I have to do a bit of a sprint to the finish. But to be honest, they're really true. They they're right on the money in that I don't feel hungry anymore, and I don't feel that deprived or anything. So yeah, that this is going well, and I'm feeling good and energized and all that sort of thing. So that it's definitely not true that you'll feel all weak and feeble and stuff if you're not eating. So that I haven't had any solid food for 5 days. Well, this is day 5 and it's close to lunchtime. Yeah, so that yeah, I do feel normal and quite light and good. So that has meant that my weight's dropped quite dramatically since last week, where I was getting up around 111 and peaked at about 113. But I'm right back down to my lowest weight around the 106s. I'm sorry that I forgot to actually record my weigh-in this morning, and now that I've had coffee and drinks and stuff, and yeah, I'm fully dressed, that I don't think it would be the same on the scales. But I'm just sort of writing this week off as well because I'm fasting. I expect to put some of that back on. And that, yeah, I think next week, although I promised to weigh in this week, I think next week will be a more accurate reflection of where I'm at overall, so that it'll be, yeah, this is kind of the fixing the damage of last week, and then next week will be when we find how it's all gone overall. But what I'm really excited about is that I feel it has reset what I want for food, so that I feel that I could really easily go back into a full ketogenic way of eating without any other cravings, that I'll be that excited to eat any food, that yeah, that certainly ketogenic food will go down a treat, and I won't be craving anything off plan, because yeah, I'll just be happy to enjoy any food. And I've sort of, and this is just an experiment on myself, but I've just found, to my surprise, that cooking must be quite a creative outlet for me, and that I really missed that process and creating flavors and stuff like that so much that I cooked dinner for my family yesterday, which I didn't eat, just so I really wanted to cook something and I felt like creating something. And yeah, so that's interesting to know that I never really thought of it like that. But yeah, that perhaps I need to find another creative outlet to finally break my obsession with food, or something like that, because yeah, it turns out I really enjoy the process as well as eating and stuff and enjoying new flavors. But that the cooking process, yeah, I was surprised to find that I was craving doing that, and creating a dish kind of thing, just from this fasting period. So that I think I'll keep fasting until it's weigh-in for the diet bet and see how I feel after that, um, which is I think in 2 days. So yeah, that I think that'll bring me up to a 7-day fast, which is a nice round number, and certainly something they recommend to try for morbidly obese patients and ones that have really severe type 2 diabetes, which isn't me. I don't have diabetes, and yeah, I'm all normal in that regard, but that I am morbidly obese. So that it'll be just interesting to see if I'm a bit more sensitive to insulin and stuff like, or yeah, can handle my food really well and that sort of thing. Um, yeah, I can't find my glucometer right now, but I'm imagining I'm pretty low. And I hope to get some ketone strips soon. The glucometer ketone testing strips. Um, to be able to start that again because I'm not quite sure where I'm at. But since I haven't eaten solids in 5 days, I imagine I'm in a pretty good place. So I wasn't perfect on my fasting either. So I did have some coffee with cream, which is allowed, but I think I probably had too much cream on occasion. So when I've gone out, I had a Vienna coffee, which is with a coffee with whipped cream. So that I don't think that would have been within the 1 tablespoon allowed per cup kind of thing, which I'm fine with. That it was just, my first attempt at a longer fast, and yeah, I'm just proud that I haven't eaten anything. And that, yeah, I made some bone broth, and I've been having that, although it's finished as of yesterday. Yeah, just to have something, which they say that you can get a lot of the benefits from fasting doing that, so that you can have something like in the form of bone broth, and works almost like a multivitamin, in that you get some of your micronutrients and things to look after your body while you're going without food. But yeah, it's been really good so far. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So as I say, I'll do my proper weigh-in and measurements next week. And I think I could be in a good place. I thought I'd also make a video. My sister got me an iHerb order for my wedding present, which was a while ago. But yeah, so I thought when I get my second iHerb order, because we separated it into two, um, for the postage, that maybe I'll do a iHerb haul video, just to share the products that I've got to try and set myself up in Tonga when I go back, because these things aren't available in Tonga, and they're things that I thought I could get some use out of when I go back, and that could make things really interesting. So I've got a lot of flavors and flavored stevias and stuff like that, and xanthan gum for thickening things, and yeah, so I thought I'd do that as a separate video, my first video that's not about weighing in, but we'll see how we go. But hope you're all well, and Happy New Year, and enjoying 2017 so far. Yeah, and maybe I'll do a video with my goals for 2017. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, thanks everyone, bye!